I don't like. I really liked Zero Dawn as a story for Horizon. The second one is like troubling because they really leaned into the strong female character.
People like this will never understand that. They think that they are the epitome of what they think masculine and powerful is. But if you put these people in a situation that these so-called unrealistic women had to live through, they would fail. I'm not saying I would do better either. What's up, people? It's your boy Crimson 606 here again. Barely crawling back to the world of the living. I've been sick the last couple of days, so that's why you haven't been seeing anything from me at all. And I want to thank the well concern and the wishes of the people that's both on YouTube and not on YouTube. I want to just say, like, it sucks being sick. Anyway, I'm doing a little offline video. And, you know, it's not going to be too much of a different content, but I figured I'd throw out a few videos and just let you guys know that there's a couple things I want to talk about. So I saw this video and I just saw part of it and it kind of like irritated me because so many people are trying to just grift you. And here's the thing, and I was recently having a conversation with somebody in my Discord about grifting. Now, do I think that some of these people are lying to their principles? Some people are. They just lie about what they want and who they are, and they're trying to make money off of, telling what you want to hear. And some people are just, a new term that I've heard, media grifters. They 100% would believe what they're saying. They just are doing it, pushing it out there to make you mad, to give you those clicks. Not just because, they know it's a lie and they're just saying it. No, because they believe in, but the real product is to make you mad. And I saw part of this video and I was like, I have to do it. I have to do this video. And it's a couple years old, but it just perfectly encapsulates this whole idea about the gaming and woke gaming. And this was before the whole DEI became popular, but you can see the traces in here. So let's get to this video, shall we? This is a guy named Shagworth, and he's talking about Horizon Forbidden West, a game which I played. I think I'm going to go through and play the whole Horizon series. I did get the recent remaster for PS5. And yeah, so let's get ahead and do this. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. And let's go.
And that's honestly, and I'll kind of like wrap this whole point up in a little bow. It's one of the reasons.
So this seems to be a cut from a podcast that they had, and this is where it picks up. So let's go.
I really liked Zero Dawn as a story for Horizon. The second one is like troubling because they really leaned into the strong female character.
So let's just be honest with you. What is he talking about? If anything, he said he liked Zero Dawn because it was for the good story. And 2 was a strong female character. What is he talking about? I know what he's talking about because I saw a little bit past this, but his thing is strong female character in Horizon Forbidden West attacks on masculinity every turn. How? Okay, let's go.
The story still, it's a really, I think the story itself is written well, but they undermine men at every turn that they can. Like, look at any male character in that game. They're literally a wet marshmallow. Like,
I mean, like, I get he probably thinks Val doesn't count because, you know, black. Aaron is, how is he a wet marshmallow? Aaron, like, I mean, like, Rost is still, his shadow still lives in her life, in Aloy's life, not in a bad way, but in a good way. Like, what is he talking about? The problem is with a lot of these fucking, like, men are the strongest when you live in his society where hunts matter, where, you know, making sure the tribe exists, where most of these are tribal existences. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. If you can pick up a spear and help hunt, then you part of the team. Aloy's whole society is mostly egalitarian, and Orin are mostly egalitarian, but you need to be able to pick up a spear. The Banuk, again, you better pick up a spear. It roots out weakness, and it doesn't care if you're a man or a woman. It roots out weakness. The only society that, quote unquote, cares if the men are in charge are the fucking Karja. And even then, if you are, and you see it with like the Hunter's Lodge, if you are skilled enough to pick up a bow and get to going, you get to going. We're not even going to talk about, you know, the Oseram. The Oseram just don't care. You're smart enough to do it. You're smart enough to do it. So I don't get it, but let's go.
No, there's not, like, and the strong males that are in it, like when you first get to the Forbidden West and you talk to that guy about his story, the Karja that like went out west and like half his body was tattooed.
Oh yeah,
like,
they murder him fast.
They killed him in 15 minutes. I went through his whole dialogue.
I wanted him
to
stay around. I thought he was cool. I'm
dude.
Like,
and I said it, and you can go back. You can go.
It was the initiating incident. What are you talking about? He's talking about Sun King Varad's cousin, the Karja that went to go with the Tanuk or the Tanakh. And yeah, no, what in the world are you talking about? And I know I'm giving us overlaps as spoiler, you know, but you can tell these people don't play the games that they talk about. He talked about the first 30 freaking minutes of the game. 2 hours, but what is he talking about? But let's go. Let's hear him give more explanation.
Go back and look at my VOD, and I was like, watch, this guy is too cool. There's no way they're going to keep him alive. I hope they don't kill him here. But then they don't even know nothing. They're just like, oh, he's dead. They don't even like mention him anymore. It's just, oh, back.
And this is, again, a reason why I know this idiot at this particular time, and I'm not going to call him an idiot, but I know this guy didn't play the game. There was a whole side quest. Yeah. The side quest happens when you meet his lover. How both of them, the guy that he's talking about, Sun King Fasad's cousin was gay. He adopted himself into the Tanakh tribe, I believe the Sky tribe, and they were together. And they mentioned his heroic acts. But far be it from me, somebody who's played the game, who's actually, you know, went through and played all of that game, even the DLC. And this is one of the reasons why I know that this guy didn't play the game. And before people say, oh, they have the gay stuff or they have this, like, it was in Zero Dawn too. It was all over Zero Dawn. No, let alone the fact that every time Petra sees you, she wants to just, like, she looks at Aloy like she's a big cup of ale. She wants to take a drink of that. Let's go.
Back to Aloy. And again, I like Aloy as a character, but the what they're doing in that game was just, I was like, I'm sick of this. Like, I'm sick of being told that men are just these, like, this is not how this world would be. Men would be out hunting, women would be rearing children and taking care of stuff at home. That's just how.
That's just not how everything, dude. Like even the Vikings, it wasn't like that. The ones that they mythically go to, women were out there hunting. Women would be defending the homes. There's a reason why there's shield maidens. Like these ideas of these quote unquote masculine guys that think that if the world ended tomorrow, then like, no, you will be just as trash as you think these women would be. This whole idea of, oh yeah, men will be hunting and women will be woman. I will go fish, take care of the home. Like, you know, it's like, that's not how that worked, my guy. This is so stupid. His ego is dependent on how he feels as a man based on a video game about a post-apocalyptic Earth where there's robot dinosaurs. Let alone the progression they actually show of how some tribes are more egalitarian, some are more matriarchal, some are more patriarchal. They literally show the progression. They give history of that in the game. It's not just out of nowhere. But I mean, like, it's not like they explain that everybody has to go through the same trials, being man or woman. Men bench press more, so they strong. It's not like there's a mission in the game talking about how, yeah, if you're gonna be a fighter, you need to go and do this. You need to make it to this point of the hill and come back with this. That's the thing. But people like this will never understand that. They think that they are the epitome of what they think masculine and powerful is. But if you put these people in a situation that these so-called unrealistic women had to live through, they will fail. I'm not saying I would do better either, but they would fail as well. But let's continue.
How it is now, there's exceptions to the rule, and that's fine. But let's be honest with ourselves. It's like, I can only suspend belief for so long. But I mean, you've been playing. You played it for a while, Emerald. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I actually, I see where you're coming from with the men thing. But at the same time, I enjoy it. I don't have a huge problem with the game.
You hate men. Confirmed.
I mean, yes, but I hate everybody. So I mean, that's not really. I mean, men aren't really all that special in that case. I mean, sheep can verify how many times I walk out and come back in the house and say I hate humanity.
Okay,
So,
just a quick aside. Every time we go to Walmart, you know how they get the little rating thing. She always hits 4 stars, and I'm just like, oh, come on, it wasn't like nothing bad happened. She was like, yeah, but I mean,
it's Walmart.
Yeah, it's Walmart. And I was like, oh, come on.
And you can just tell that these are just constantly online people. I know I'm constantly online, but you can tell that these are just constantly online people. But it makes no sense. Get to the point, please. Let's go.
They got the 5 stars for a reason.
Right, because they think they're delusional and they think they deserve it. They're Walmart. They deserve 4.
Like, and then this is my thing is like, as much as I come on here and just talk about people in that video, just like stuff like that, just like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna give him a good job because it's against my principle to give anybody a good job. That's just like, that's petty. And I understand being petty against somebody that you know, but somebody that you don't know, it's just petty for no reason other than you need to work on yourself a little bit. I am too lazy to hate. Refuse to waste my energy to hate on people. But let's go.
By virtue of being Walmart.
Continue your thought.
Sorry.
But no, I mean, and I don't feel like I'm that far into the game because I have an issue of trying to do everything. Right, yeah. So I've only just gotten to the point where she's got to I can't remember the name of the tribe. You hit the first one of their actually just gotten through the starting up Gaia. And
so she got to the Utaru home camp. Literally. That's only 25% of the game. Only 25% of the game. But no man in there is strong. Really? You haven't played the game. You don't know what goes on. Oh my God. Like, again, silence. We have silence in that game, played by the illustrious actor that is no longer with us, Lance Reddick. And he is very imposing. But it's like these people haven't played the game that they're talking about, or only just playing it to say like, DEI, But let's continue.
Onto the other side of the mountain there.
That's where I started. That's where I stopped. I don't think I got through the mountain, but that's where, because I was, what's his face went back to make sure that handlebar mustache guy was okay.
Oh, and to go get go get.
And look at him. He said, "What's his face?" Varl. His name is Varl. Now you can say that Varl didn't have much weight in the first game, which he didn't. His mama told him to do something. He basically did it because she was the village chief, because it meant her strength. But dog, it's Varl. Is Varl. You cannot throw dirt on this man's name. And if you play Forbidden West, you know it's Varl. Come on now. Varl? And you can't even throw dirt on Aaron's name. It's Aaron. What are you talking about? Does he have a chip on his shoulder? Because the person he thought was a friend have a reason to ghost him at every, like, of course you leave now, and at least you saying goodbye. Like, because Aloy is a lonish prick. That's been established. Ever since she walked out of that door in Zero Dawn and people started worshiping her, she's like, no, I don't want this attention. She was looking for it at first. Then when she's like, oh, yeah, no, fame, no, keep that over there. Ever since then, she's been like, I'm going to do it myself. Bitches, you die, we done. You need help. Stay your ass locked up somewhere. What's funny, I don't know, I know I'm going to say this, it's going to sound bad. I don't necessarily get mad at Silence for trying to have the Zeniths capture Aloy. He actually did a great calculation, because he said they're going to need you to reboot the system, never knowing that they had their own, Elizabeth Sobek clone. But, that's just me. He made a miscalculation, and that's the reason why Aloy didn't stab him, because he didn't realize, they had a clone. Nobody did until,
the drunk.
Yeah.
But, I mean, on the other side of that, you get to, I've immediately strong male character that I'm helping him out. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, to me, seems plausible that she would actually be.
Wait, even the non-team focused NPCs, the fucking, I forgot that man's name. That big bass gorilla looking motherfucker who is the chief of the Tanakh. He if it's one thing that he is not, is weak. And when Aloy tries to bluster to tell this man, hey, why don't I just kill you and get what I need? She's like, you can try. You might even win. But you gonna lose some people. It's just, this is from people. This is an example of the people that want to make you mad but don't play the games. And it's sad, really. But let's go.
Where she is, because she has knowledge that so many others don't have.
Yeah. Well,
so
I will say I don't have a problem with Aloy necessarily. I mean, even though her specialty comes from a device on her head that she found, like without that, like what would she be?
She found she found a Bluetooth.
Right. I mean, again, I don't have an issue. Like the game mechanics, great, fluid. The game systems, awesome, and for the most part, the story is good. It's their like portrayal of certain things. I'm just like, oh my god, like really, like every single like hunter is led. You know what I mean? Like it. Again, I know
every single hunter is led by what? Is led by what? Literally, the desert Tanakh. There is a power vacuum between a man and a woman, and what genitals they have makes no difference. The Sky Clan dude, now he's a weak little prick, but he's concerned more about his power, keeping his power, than, actually, protecting the clan. And then, I forget. Oh my God, what's that Tanakh that's in he is just unintentionally funny. The one with the one that lost his arm that y'all just oh God. Katalo. Katalo is like, how is he perceived as weak? This man fights with one arm where he can use a mechanical one. He's like, no, I don't need it. I'm strong enough without the arm. It's just weird, this perception that it's not even that you like, and that's an optional part of the game. That's the thing. A lot of this is just stuff that you walk through and play and find. But he stopped when he got to just one part. But let's continue.
I know this is coming off as maybe slightly misogynistic, but like, I don't hate women. I think
say it anyway.
It doesn't seem right that like men take such a sideline. Even the Sun King or whatever from Meridia is like this timid little, like, even though he's kind of a creep, like he's not like
he's weird.
He's not like a strong like alpha. He's this
is that the guy in the leaf?
Oh my God. He doesn't have to be alpha. He doesn't have to be alpha. You know what he did do? He climbed up a pumpkin chute with a knife and killed his father to stop the Red Raids. Your idea of masculinity is stupid, dog. If you think that Sun King Avad is anything but a warrior that has to live in warrior times. We heard the stories. Now, is he a little bit a creep? Not really. Awkward? Yes. Awkward, yes. And Aloy had to tell him, like, yo, I'm not a replacement for the chick that you just lost. And the reason why he's attracted to Aloy is she's a strong woman, like Aaron's sister, who he really cared about. But power is not his thing. He doesn't want the crown. He just wanted to stop the madness. He's ready when his brother can take over to abdicate the throne. And that's the problem with some of y'all people. Some of the people who really deserve power doesn't want it. Avad doesn't want power. He just wants to protect people. But, I mean, like, I don't know. And that's not the only example of that. Akaru, I think I'm saying it right, the chief of the Tanakh. He's not somebody that wants power. He just wants to protect people. But if you would have made it to that, you would have seen that he doesn't look weak compared to what you think. And I know it just feels like I'm going over the lore of Horizon Zero Dawn, but it's just mind-boggling. Like, even to the point that he's talking about, Aaron is not a weak male. Neither is Varl. And he has to know that silence is still around. What is he talking about, man? But let's continue.
Still good thing?
With the big hat.
So, yeah, he's got
that fucking weirdo guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's always kind of weird, though.
He's shaped like a melted popsicle.
I feel like they made him more feminine this time.
Well, yeah, and even in the first one, I thought, like, why is this guy acting like this? Just like, just act normal. And I don't know. It's something.
He's royalty. There is a sense of what you have to be royalty. That's the sad part about it. Like, if you look at the kings of old, it's kind of reminiscent of that. They're in a more monarchical dynasty type situation in the Karja. But again, your quote-unquote 1950s era of masculinity is far different from what they may have been in 1750 or 1850. But you don't know that. But let's go.
Something small, but like luckily the game overall is fun. The game the game itself is
the mechanics are fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just such a smooth game. I mean, playing it is just in the way you can build out your character and so many options, and I guess maybe and maybe because I'm a female, I don't look at it as harshly as you might.
Right.
Because
pick me. Why would you say that, man? Okay, I'm sorry. It's just
for me, I have played so many games where the men were the super cool, strong guys that playing one where the woman's the super cool, strong one once really doesn't bother me.
Right.
Streets of Rage too.
I mean, it's not like every game's like that right now. I mean, if they were to push it to the point that was every game, I'd start getting irritated because I don't like that either. I don't want it to always be woman great.
That's
but
the thing that
really, once or twice, it's just like when people get upset that she's not more attractive. It's like I get it, but at the same time, there are hundreds of super attractive video game characters out there. You can have one or two ugly ones.
Are people saying that Aloy is not attractive?
Oh yeah, I mean, in the beginning, I will say she does have that Nikocado avocado face where it's really round in the bottom, and
like
for me, I kind of like to.
Like she's about to start singing the Popeye's chicken sandwich song.
See, I thought because I heard that when in the first game, and I thought like because everyone was all like, "Oh, she's all covered up and blah." I'm like, Aloy's got hips for days. Like she's got the hourglass like look and.
Why I can't. All right. Anyway, guys, this is one of the reasons why I want to do this video. So many of these people, they don't play these games. They get to a point and stop. And then they tell you that, you know, well, you should be mad about this. I don't know if this guy did a follow-up. I'm going to go through some more of his videos and see where like his head was at or he is at. But something tells me like this is outrage bait. And quite frankly, I don't get it. You mad because you feel these men are weak and you haven't played the game. You haven't seen the story. The person that you said never comes back up again, like literally has a full side quest talking about him. Anyway, I'm going to cut this video segment here. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Peace. I want to say thank you to all my Patreon supporters and my Twitch subscribers. Join the Guardians, become a member, or become a subscriber on YouTube, Patreon, and help support the channel. Thank you for watching this video, and the next one should be popping up on your screen. Subscribe, and if you haven't checked it out and want to help out the channel, check out my Patreon. Thanks.